he established the heavens. By his knowledge, the deeps broke open, and the clouds dropped down the dew. Psalm 66, 5 through 8. By awesome deeds you answer us with righteousness, O God of our salvation. The hope of all the ends of the earth and of the farthest seas. The one who by his strength established the mountains, being girded with might, who stills the roaring of the seas, the roaring of their waves, the tumult of the peoples, so that those who dwell at the ends of the earth are in awe at your signs. You make the going out of the morning and the evening to shout for joy. By the very knowledge of God, the deeps break open, and the clouds drop down dew. Just his knowledge causes that. Not even his hand. He didn't have to move his hand. Simply the knowledge he possesses is active and causes the depths of the ocean to explode and clouds to produce dew on the grass. He established mountains. We struggle to climb them, and God established them. He stills the seas with a word, and he, day after day, ushers in the morning and then changes it to evening by gently guiding our entire planet around the sun. Mountains without the mountain even knowing it was moved. What incredible power. With what ease God can move a mountain. Notice how we think it's incredible to jack up a house, put it on a trailer, move it to a new site, and place it back on the ground without spilling a cup of water on the kitchen table. God does that with mountains. Not while simply preventing the water in a cup from spilling out, but while the mountain is completely unaware that anything is happening. The anger of God is such that it shakes the pillars of the earth out of its place. And while the pillars are shaking, who is it that is keeping them steady? Psalm 75:3. When the earth totters and all its inhabitants, it is I who keep steady its pillars. God does. He shakes the world, and then he keeps it from falling by steadying the pillars of the world. He commands the sun what to do. He seals up the stars when he doesn't want them to shine. He alone stretched out the heavens like a tent. Trailmen and American Heritage Girls, I hope you understand, I struggle to even put up a tent when I go camping. But God stretches out the heavens like a tent with a word. He marches on top of the waves of the sea, trampling them to his glory. All of the stars and all of the constellations they form are both designed and brought into being by his word and his wisdom. This God does incredible things beyond searching out and marvelous things beyond number. When you let your mind wonder on the awesomeness of God, it is awesome. And I do not do this often. I think the reason is because it can be a scary thing to deeply consider one who is so much greater than we are. But that's what Job is doing throughout this book. He's seeing God for his majesty and splendor, and he is basking in it. He's been given time to think on it and to dwell on it. We, on the other hand, get busy with life and many other things. We often meditate on Scripture in relation to ourselves. We try to think of ways that the Bible can benefit us. We want to use the teachings of the Bible to become better people, or to improve our relationships, or to further our own agendas. But when we simply focus on God, who he is, his majesty, his power, we are absolutely blown away. The book of Exodus describes him in this way.